before the dawn is the darkest. Every night I think of it while I'm sitting in the room with my back against the cold, whitewashed wall. I think of my grandfather every night. Papa was the first and last person in my life who loved me for myself. There was no drama. There was nothing else. He just loved me. One thing moves me outside these thoughts. I can pay attention to only one thing. What am I doing here? I know this place. I know this room. Unfortunately, I do. More than I would like to. This is the first home of my life. I was born here. I grew up here. It was my room. It was here that they beat the shit out of me every day. Here I cried myself to sleep every damn night. Then I escaped from here. But now I've been sitting here for a while and I do not understand it. The walls are white. The ceiling is higher, much higher than it used to be. And I cannot find a window, but it is very bright in here. Interesting. The room is otherwise empty. I'm sitting on a parquet. It is lovely bright. There is no bed, chair, wardrobe, or flowers. Nothing. Only one crate is next to me. It could be 7 feet long and 18 inches wide and 10, maybe 15 feet tall. As I recall, I noticed it a few days ago. Now, I correct myself. I noticed it long ago, quite a long time ago actually. And how long have I been sitting here? I cannot remember. I started to think about it a couple of days ago. What it is, what it could be, and why I do not go anywhere from here. Never. That I want to go anywhere. I don't feel the need to. I don't think about it. Why not? It's just good like this. Then there is another oddity. My mother. Sometimes I hear her footsteps, the footsteps of others as well. Quite a lot of other strange steps, actually. They're heading toward my room. Some of them fade, some of them reach the door. Even the doorknob creaks and moves. But they do not enter. Of course, I hear many times stronger, like earlier. He opened the door and looked at me. He did not let the doorknob go, did not come in, did not say anything. He just stared. Then closed the door and I heard him going away. On these occasions I can see the rest of the apartment as well. Strange. It is not how I remembered it. Corridors reaching out into many directions with many doors, all new, white, wood color, all kinds. And the floor is not made of stone, but looks rammed earth instead. As it was at my great-grandmother when I was a child. I remember we had to be watered every other day to prevent drying, so there should be no dust. Do they sprinkle it here as well? If yes, who does it? How often? But why did our apartment turn into this? Sometimes I have the feeling that this used to be like that. In fact, sometimes I see this floor in my bedroom, although I see the parquet more often. I think this may be the actual one and the other is just a work of imagination. The crate. It engages me, really. I decided when my mother comes in next, I will ask her what it is. For some time I can see it is splotchy and there's some fabric hanging out of it. Maybe a dress, maybe clothes are in it. My clothes, perhaps? I don't want to see, however. Then I have time. All my life I was master of my own time, and because it's my life, even if I sit in a room like now, I rule over my time. I'm sleepy. Otherwise, it is great. This feeling does not seem to be true, and maybe it takes a second or two. Missing my books. I would rather read. I don't know where I have put them. I mean, I don't really care, but sometimes these old feelings appear. The same is true for driving and everything else. Drowsiness took over again. Interesting. I think I even slept a little. In the meantime, my mother was here. I looked out next to her feet as she stood on the doorsteps, and I didn't see any familiar faces, although several people were walking outside. Oh, I finally did it. Mom!
Yes?
Mom, who are they?
Nobody.
But they are at us. And how long do I have to be here? I would really like to go. At least sometimes I would go.
Think about something else.
And the crate? This crate, here.
What's up with it?
What is this?
It has been near you for 30 years. You are dragging it around. You should know.
30? 30 years? I don't understand. She didn't answer. She was staring around for a while, then just shut the door. I even heard her footsteps as she was going into the living room. Well, at least this used to be the living room. Now, I don't know what's there. I'm starting to realize I don't know things. I don't know almost anything. I can even leave out the word almost. So, I've been carrying around this crate for 30 years. Well, the trouble is that I don't remember. I have not packed it in here ever or anywhere. I should open it. Mom is wrong. Maybe it is hers, but she keeps it here. It just doesn't fit in anywhere else. And pretends it's mine. But what if it really belongs to me? Well, maybe if I open it, I could find it out, but if it belongs to Mommy, no, I cannot open it. She must be hiding something from my father, perhaps. Well, I won't touch it. It's not allowed. It doesn't bother me. It could belong to anyone else. However, I'm looking at more and more frequently. It is a crate of plain crate color, quite old apparently. The corners are worn down and it is torn in several places, many stains everywhere, most of them at the bottom. Maybe it was soaked somewhere. Bottom can be easily torn. Now I have looked, a kind of blue dress is hanging out, and a gray one, although the colors are faded and both fabrics are dirty. I noticed how dusty the crate itself is. I may wipe it with something. Dust is not good for me because of my allergy. But then, why do I not sneeze next to it? Never mind. Mommy's coming again. She turns the doorknob, but only opens it a few minutes later. Why is she waiting so much? And she enters and stares as usual. Mom, please help. I do not understand this thing. Whose is this box?
Yours. Just open it.
Suddenly she closed the door on me. Maybe she just doesn't want me to ask any questions. Never mind. So the crate is mine for 30 years. But what do I have so that I need such a huge crate? Well, maybe half empty, or almost. I've seen such a thing, and if I do not open it, I would just sit next to it in my room as before. If I wasn't interested in for 30 years, why should I be now? That's because I knew it just now that it's mine. I can open it. I'll open it tomorrow. No, actually, I'll open it today. I dust the top like this because of my dust allergy. If it is gone so nicely, I do not want to recall it. Wonderful. The dust is flying as I stirred it. My hand is in front of my mouth and nothing? Interesting. Well, now we'll just open this strange crate, solve the great mystery. It is really difficult to open. Oh, now I'm lifting the top slowly. The roof has fallen down because I dropped it as I got scared. I'm just hollering, but unconscious. My tears are dropping and I feel nauseous. And I throw up as well. And I'm yelling and I'm out of breath and I'm crying. I push myself in a corner. My eyes almost pop out of place. I do not want to see, but I cannot look anywhere else. In the crate, my grandfather is lying, who had died 30 years ago. What's left of him after the accident crushed and partially decayed. My ears are ringing more and more, always more and more. I do not hear anything else, just this damn monotonous ringing, which immediately explodes my head. Let it blow, do it, then it's all over. This whole shit is over. Where I'm sitting here, I don't even know actually where. In my room, my mother is pressing the doorknob again. I cannot hear it, but I can see it. In the meantime, my ears are recovering. She enters, she's just staring. I stay in the corner, but I'm asking her, yelling, "What is this? What is this here? Why is it here? This is no wonder that I have it with me in every minute of my life for 30 years. What if he was really here with me? Why? Why isn't he in the graveyard? It's the place for the dead. Why is he not there? Tell me!"
But he is there.
What?
This is the graveyard.
And then why am I here?
Because you died a long time ago.